Hey everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. So today I'm going to be doing the Mercury Retrograde tarot reading for the sign of Cancer. Now, just to let you know, I will be pulling 3 cards from the Isis Oracle deck. I absolutely love this. It's a brand new Oracle deck that was gifted to me by my beautiful boyfriend Rob. So thank you for that, Rob. So I'll be pulling 3 cards from that for this spread, and then I'll be also pulling some tarot cards from the Waite tarot deck. Okay. So as you know, we're currently in the Mercury Retrograde already. It's going to be pretty intense, I imagine, over the next month or so, particularly because, as you know, with the Mercury Retrograde, things tend to slow right down to a crawl. So if you had any plans, any contracts that you were looking to sign, if there are any serious communications that you're planning to have, discussions, meetings, now is not really the best time for it. Instead, what would serve you best at this time would be to do some introspective work and really focus on your healing and thinking about what you need to do moving forward in order to really bring yourself into a state of balance in the areas of your life where you feel like it's currently imbalanced. Okay. So let's get stuck in. So as you know, this is a general reading. It will not apply to everybody. So just take it if it resonates and how it applies to your situation. If it doesn't resonate, that's fine. Maybe check out one of the other signs videos in regards to your sun, moon, rising, or Venus signs, okay? So I'm just going to pull all 3 cards out for you. Awesome. Okay, Cancer. So the first card is Cartouche, Divine Names of Power. Hopefully you can see that without too much reflection. Yeah, gorgeous. I love these cards. So we'll take a look at what they mean from the booklet, as it is very new, so I haven't had a chance to really grasp what every card means and have the time to memorize them, so we'll go over that in just a moment. Next card you have is Enter the Chamber of Healing. Healing in the Divine Chamber of the Lady Isis. Awesome. Okay. And the last card is Flower of Life. Divine Creativity and Manifestation. Which is perfect. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to read from the booklet for each card and discuss how that will apply possibly to your current circumstances, and then we'll pull from the Tower for more clarity as always. So let's start with Cartouche then. So let's grab that so you can see it. Okay, Lady Isis Lady Isis initiates you now into her special mysteries, the use of sacred intonations. The words that you speak are rapidly gaining power. To benefit from this power, rather than be undermined or held back by it, practice thoughtful speech and clear your heart of old unforgiveness, which can poison your words unintentionally. As your heart grows in purity, you'll be able to speak with spiritual authority, and what you speak of will come into being more swiftly and obviously. Isis is initiating you as a master healer in her sacred tradition of divine names of power. Okay, so that's really potent. That already tells you where you're currently at on this spiritual journey, if this applies to you. So now it's really asking you, particularly in the time of the Mercury Retrograde, to really be considering the words that you speak, okay, and being careful about how you communicate your ideas, how you put your feelings across to others, because what it's essentially saying is that your words, you know, are acting as a form of magic at this time. Words are very powerful, okay, so it's important that you don't underestimate the power of your words, because they can be used to really enhance your life and those around you, or it can be used to harm, okay? So it's really important you're mindful of the words you speak and how you express yourself at this time, because a lot of manifestation can occur through your words alone, okay? So that's very powerful. So now we'll look at the enter the chamber of healing. So 54. Okay. So, a spiritual gift of healing is coming to you now. Be open without expectation or preconceived notions, and allow the healing from the Lady Isis, Mistress of Magic, to help you find the best solutions to any situation that does not appear to be as it should be. Take your time and create space into which her magic and energy can flow now. Expect your miracle. Okay? So this is asking you to, open the door to healing. Be receptive and open to that energy that's coming through at this time for you. And also to hold space for yourself. Cancer, you're one of those signs that will often hold space for everyone else, but you want to consider doing that for yourself. Like it's not necessary, like it's something to be put on the back burner or to be addressed at a later point. But at this time, you really need to hold space for yourself, okay? Because there's a lot of healing work that's being done already, and there's more to come. So you have to be willing and open and receptive to receiving it. Now it's your time to really focus on your own healing, okay? So now we'll look at Flower of Life. So where is that? 62. All right. I really love this card. Look how amazing the illustration is. Anyway, moving on. You are entering a fertile period of your life. Focus on your innate creativity and how potent this is becoming, and watch it rapidly grow. You are guided to think of yourself as a creative being and to surrender your control over how things will manifest, and instead allow them to do so. Don't resist change. Instead, flow and let it happen. Now is the time for your blossoming. Okay, this is great. Again, more creator energy coming through in this particular read. So it's really talking about, allow yourself to express your ideas, your creativity, your passion in multiple ways. The more that you engage in your creative practices, the more open you are to exploring new ideas, the more you'll have, okay? So it's just a case of doing it and not allowing your fear or a lack of time or a lack of confidence to stop you doing what you would otherwise be doing, okay? So this is an awesome spread already. I mean, we're already being told that you're in this space of, the creator energy, and that you're going to be manifesting some powerful changes, particularly not only with your words, but with your actions, whatever it is that you choose to invest your time in creatively. So it's really important that at this time, if there's something you've been wanting to do, now is the time to experiment with ideas. I wouldn't say do any strict planning. Don't try to make a project come to life, because as I said, the Mercury Retrograde is a terrible time for that. Everything slows down and things don't tend to go to plan. So rather than thinking of, I need to have, say for example, this business created, I need to have this project done, I need to have everything fleshed out, just use this time to experiment, just to create for the sake of creating, right? For creation's sake is what I mean. And just being aware that how you communicate at this point. That's why I'm not surprised that Cartouche came out, this particular card, because this is all talking about divine names of power, words of power, right? And what I was saying before about communication at this time is it's going to be quite stagnant, but also it's a time where miscommunication can fire off constantly. So your words are very, very important. So it's vital that you don't underestimate the power of your words at this time, because it can have consequences moving out of this month, okay? So just something to be aware of. Okay, so now I'm pulling from the tarot, just to get more insight as to how this can further apply to your situation at this time. Alright, so to clarify Cartouche here, the words of power as we were just discussing, you have the Hierophant clarified by the sun. So this is what I'm talking about. This is really, really powerful, okay? So we have both Taurus and Leo energy here. So what this is talking about is we got Taurus and I would say, yeah, with this is the case of, you know that what you do is going to have a profound effect around those around you and your reality, okay? That at this time, your words are going to bear weight. People are going to listen to what you have to say. Where maybe you feel like your words were falling on deaf ears, that's no longer the case. So that's why it's important that when you communicate, you allow your words to come from the highest place possible, that you communicate clearly and concisely with the best intention. Otherwise, you're going to feel the effects of your words as well as those around you and those who they're aimed at. So it's really important that you only speak from, you know, a place of high frequency and not allow the shadow to take over. Okay, and with that being clarified by the sun, this is what it's talking. This is what I'm saying. It's talking about, you know, high vibrational frequencies. Okay, allowing your highest self to come through and do the speaking, to really bring out the best qualities of you at this time. So when you're communicating with others, you're not, you know, your words don't get misconstrued, or, you know, it's not coming from, you know, a lower vibrational place. You know, it's not coming from jealousy or rage or disappointment or stubbornness or selfishness or anything like that. It's only coming from a place of love and understanding and inner peace, okay? So that's really important. You do that and you're going to see the benefits of it. Where Mercury retrograde might be a nightmare for others, this would be actually a really profound moment for you. This will be where you'll have some realizations that despite the external influences in the background that can kind of trip you up and cause things to become stagnant or not necessarily moving in the direction that you hoped, actually it can be used in a positive way. So just be aware of that, because this can actually be a very, very transformative time for you in regards to how you understand how you can manifest positivity into being, you know, positive changes where there would be obstacles and challenge and you'd feel like, you know, life's out to get you in some way. You could see the opposite, right? So to go with the Enter the Chamber of Healing here card, you have the Seven of Cups clarified by the Judgment. So this is what I'm talking about. Like, you have options, okay? There are many pathways, but because of that, it can be quite confusing. You can feel overwhelmed by your emotions because there's so many ways in which to approach a situation, right? Particularly when it comes to inner healing work. Sorry about all the noise. It's like a really busy time of day, so everyone's just on the move. But yeah, this is the thing, you know, it's like there are so many options, so many different pathways that you can take in order to approach your healing. And sometimes it can be quite overwhelming, particularly if you have lots of different voices, lots of different opinions coming through saying, oh, well, you should do this works great, you should do that. And you can be like, gosh, like I need to find my own way, but I have so much going on right now. There's so much emotions. There's so many emotions that I'm trying to process. I don't know what's the best way for me right now. But the Judgment tells you that not to worry, that a path is being paved for you so that you can find the best solution, right? That the healing will just come anyway. So you don't need to get bogged down on how to approach it and, you know, whether or not it's going to work out. And, you know, if it's, you know, don't let go of all the worry, let go of the concern, and just open the door and allow the divine intervention to come in, right? The work will be done on your behalf. You just got to be open to it and embrace it and just allow the process to go on, right? So I think essentially what I'm saying here is that you may be overthinking it, right? Thinking that there's specific actions that you need to take, but that's not necessarily the case. It's already on your doorstep. You just gotta open the door, right? So clarifying the flower of ice, the flower of life, flower of ices, but kind of, players. Flower of life, you have the Two of Cups in reverse, clarified by the Three of Swords. So this is where it's really important that you're aware of, the fact that you can consciously or unconsciously create, okay, your reality. Because this card discusses here creativity and manifestation. So depending on the script that we run in our minds, depending on the storyline that we tell ourselves, we can then start to unconsciously create our reality. So if you're not careful of that and what you feed into your subconscious, you can create a paradigm that's far removed from the one that you consciously want to create, okay? So if you're not careful and you just allow negative thoughts, negative feelings, and all that toxicity to be harbored inside, you could end up creating a reality that's far removed from the one you wished for. So in this case, with the Two of Cups here, which is obviously, with it being in reverse as well, this talks about union, emotional union, connection, partnerships, romance, right? So depending on what you tell yourself, it can make and break a relationship, right? Depending on how you view your relationships, how you view yourself, right? It can make or break a relationship, particularly because it's been clarified by the Three of Swords here, which deals with heartbreak, disappointment, loss, betrayal, right? So if you're lingering on to past heartbreak, if you're lingering on to betrayals from the past, then that's going to affect your connections moving forward. So it's really important that you allow that healing work here to deal with this energy, okay? Any lingering energy that's linked to loss, heartbreak, betrayal, anything that involves, pain in the emotional sense, you need to allow the healing to come in and let that go, right? So really work on that, because otherwise, if you're closed off, if you're stubborn towards the healing that's trying to come in to help with this, it can affect your relationships. So it's really important that you allow that to take place. Okay? Oh, sorry about that. Okay, so hopefully you can hear what I'm saying. But so what I was saying is that if you don't allow that healing to come in and work on your heart space, where there needs to be healed, where forgiveness needs to come in, where compassion needs to come in, where it needs to be opened up to, love here, then it's going to affect your relationships, and not just your romantic ones, but all relationships, okay? So it's important that you allow that healing to come in, right? And you're consciously choosing to bring more love into your life. You're consciously choosing to forgive, to release, to heal, okay? That needs to be at the forefront of your mind, not, I lost this was done to me. If you get stuck in victim mentality, that's going to hold you back further. So it's important that you don't speak those words to yourself even, okay? And that you speak encouragement, you speak love, you speak healing into your life, okay? And that's also going to affect those around you. So I hope that helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed, please do. And I will be doing another reading for you very soon. I'm not sure which yet, but I'll let you know once I have decided. So take care for now, and I hope you have smooth as sailing Mercury Retrograde. Bye now.